Today is a big day. We are leaving the world of just expressions and we are moving on to equations. And equations make up the majority of the math that we're going to do from this point forward. So let's really talk about what an equation is, because what lots of kids think is that an equation is a signal to do an operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. In reality, that's not really what an equation is. An equation means that it's equaled balance. This side of the equal sign has to stay always balanced with this side of the equal sign. Therefore, both sides have to equal the same value. So here, I have 7 equals 7. There's no operation there, but that is still an equation because both sides of the equal sign equal the same amount. This is an equation. I have 3 plus 0 equals 3 because this side equals 3 and this side equals 3. This is also an equation because both sides equal 48. And this is also an equation because both sides equal 21. The key is the value of the sides. I'm never allowed to be out of balance or with one side not equal to the other. And our goal in math is to always keep both sides the same. That's the power of equations. Now, a lot of times we can use mental math to figure out the value of a variable. So if I have this addition equation here, I know that this side and this side have to equal the same amount. And if they tell me that side is 35, then I know this side also has to equal 35. Well, then I can use my mental math, because if I already have 30 and I don't know what that number is that is hidden behind y, well, I can guess pretty easily that y must equal 5 because I have to have this side equal 35 if this side is equal to 35. So you don't have to always solve things by actually calculating them, just use some mental math. Now we can have subtraction equations, multiplication equation, and division equations, but that key concept of this side and this side remaining in balance is the crucial bit here. So I always look for what has a number to it. Well, I know this side has to equal 4, therefore this side has to equal 4. And I think to myself, what is the only thing I can do for 28 minus z that's going to equal 4? Well, z must equal 24. For multiplication, I know if this side is 36, then this side has to be 36 by definition of an equation. Well, if I have 6 times some number, what's the only number I could substitute in for x that would equal then 36? Well, 6 times 6 equals 36. Now notice my focus is the variable, because that's our job in algebra, is we want to figure out what that variable's value is. The last one, I know this side equals 12, therefore this side equals 12. So I have to think to myself, well, what number can I divide by 4 that's going to equal 12? Well, 48 divided by 4 equals 12, therefore n must equal 48. Now notice, I didn't write anything down, I just did everything mentally. And as we transition into equations, your first step should always be to look at that equation and think to yourself, can I figure this out without actually having to solve it? That mental math is so important in math. As we continue on. So this is just a brief introduction into equations. They're very simple equations today. The main key, this side of the equation must equal this side of the equation. Good luck, I know you'll do well.